What's up YouTube, and welcome back to the Anabolic Outpost. In today's video I will be doing a short food review reviewing Costco's chocolate brownie protein bar. This bar is branded with Costco's Kirkland signature brand, and you can only find it in Costco stores. Now if you are looking to purchase the chocolate brownie protein bars yourself, you do have to buy them in with the chocolate chip cookie dough protein bar, which isn't as good, but it's still a tasty protein bar. I might be doing a review on that one in the future. If you do end up picking yourself up a box, you will get 20 bars in total, and at my local Costco it was priced at 19 and change, so just under $1 per bar. It is a bulk store, so that's kind of what they're known for, is their cheaper prices per unit. But anytime you get 20 grams of protein for under $1, that's a huge win in my book. Now, taking a look at what is arguably the most important part of a protein bar, the back of the box where the nutrition facts lie. And straight away, when I'm looking at any food, but protein bars in specific, I'm looking straight at the protein content, which this bar has 21 grams of protein, and then jumping up to the calories, only 190 calories. And I do have some pretty high standards for a protein bar myself. Generally, I'm looking at about 200 calories for 20 grams of protein. That gives about 1 gram of protein per 10 calories. But this bar actually exceeds my expectations, being below the 200 calorie mark while also being 1 gram ahead of the 20 grams of protein that I look for. Other than that though, those two factors are the main things that I'm looking for in my protein bar. Obviously flavor is the biggest thing too, which we'll be getting to in just a moment here. I guess a secondary thing for me too is that the other macronutrients are decently balanced themselves, and seeing as it has 6 grams of fat and 22 grams of carbs, that generally fits with my macros and I have no complaints there. However, you could be the judge based on your own personal preferences. You're getting a pretty decent view of the outside of the bar here, and I'll also cut it in half so you could see through the middle, and I must have not have got a good cut, but there are some chocolate chip pieces that are inside of there as well. From a physical standpoint, I can say that the outside of the bar is a bit sticky, but it is a gooey brownie after all, so I'll give it a pass on that, and upon first tasting it, it does taste a little sticky as well. And I guess we get the negatives out of the way first, as the texture in this bar isn't exactly what you're looking for in your average everyday food. I guess that is the case with all protein bars, and if you've had your fair share of protein bars, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It has that distinct, chewy texture to it. Some people can't stand that and completely go away from protein bars altogether, which I do understand, but me personally, I actually quite like the chewy texture. I guess it's not really what I'm looking for in a brownie, but overall, you do get more bites out of it, so that's really just more flavor in my opinion, as well as there is something to be said about a mental trick with having more bites with your food as your brain thinking that you're full. I guess I could kind of say I've experienced that, although it's hard to tell as there's mostly protein in this and fiber, so you are going to be full from it. That's another great positive to this bar as well, as even though it's less than 200 calories, you can eat it and still feel somewhat full after it. Now, don't expect this to replace a full meal or anything, but if you are in between meals, you can stay full, as well as keeping muscle protein synthesis going. So it is a little chewy, but it does have great brownie flavor to it, and I will say that the chocolate chips are incredibly realistic. They're definitely some form of dark chocolate, although I have seen some dark chocolate sugar-free chocolate chips, and just to compare those, they're way more dense in calories than the 190 calories that are jammed into this protein bar. These things are almost so good that it's hard to not binge on them after you've eaten the first. That's pretty much all I got to say for these things. You have to try them yourselves if you haven't already. And at the end of these videos, I would like to sum it up by answering 2 questions. 1, if I would buy it again, and 2, an overall rating. For the first question, obviously, yes, I eat these in my everyday, day-to-day life, and I've been buying these for over a year now. And between these and pure protein bars, those are the 2 that I'm going back and forth with the most. And for an overall rating for these bars, the highest ever recorded on my rating scale, I'm going to give these a 9.7 out of 10. And that is all I got in today's video. If you did enjoy what I presented to you today, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.